Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Settler's Path, the WildStar podcast, done by Grievance Total Gaming Network. Here with me again this week, Streeg,
Hello.
the Panthers fan. I wonder where
Even
he's
without
from.
Steve Smith, still rooting for him.
Yes. And Waffle of Doom, or Doom Waffle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Functional veteran.
I thought I was gonna laugh if that said DW. I was like, oh no, it's Doom. just add another V next to it. Doom Waffle.
How's he get one made up? That'd be awesome.
Yep. So
I call him the pink waffle of doom.
Yeah, you have pink hair, right? No. I mean your character.
Well, my Mordesh does have pink accents. Yes, he does.
Yes.
He's a manly man.
Love the pink hair.
Always.
I actually had a Orin that was pink. Like one of my first characters that I made was a pink hair. Like if I'm gonna go for Orin, might as well just go all the way and
go all out.
Yeah, the emo haircut and everything, and
it's gotta happen.
God, yes.
You're gonna do it all the way.
Yes.
The way.
So bunch to talk about today. I mean, we have launch looming, beta weekends coming, pre-orders open, and a new DevSpeak video, which I think Waffle is most excited about because definitely looking forward to the PvP, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes. All right.
Great.
So let's look at that video real quick, and then we'll talk about PvP.
T for teen. Welcome to WildStar. This is DevSpeak. I think this is pretty clear. Now, we've been a bit coy about PvP in WildStar. We wanted to wait until we could show it for reals. Let's hop in the queue. It's cross-realm. Ooh, let me show you the open world rival system here real quick. Ching. What? He ganked me. I should feel wrong for wanting payback? Now that that's taken care of, we're gonna dive right into two of WildStar's biggest PvP experiences. Arenas and Battlegrounds. To start with, you can play in either open or rated mode. They'll both reward you with PvP vendor currency called Prestige. But rated matches give you rating-specific rewards and allow for true ELO matchmaking. ELO is a measure of your strength, calculated from your performance in rated PvP. Now I think we can all agree, good PvP isn't about raffle stomping your competition. That's why, unless you're level capped, we normalize levels and gear stats. So these guys don't get paired up with these guys. Balanced matches let you focus on what's really important. Skill. In other words, the telegraph system. Simply put, you physically aim your abilities. Enemies aim their attacks as well, forcing you to react and avoid. Now see it in full speed. Telegraphs were made for PvP. Because of them, combat is fast-paced, crazy reactive, and straight-up fun. And it works very interestingly in our maps. We've also put a little twist on our match types, like giving arena teams a shared pool of respawns, or battleground adjustments like multiple capture objectives and secondary control points. Basically, we're big fans of PvP, be it a casual way to blow off steam or a serious competition. Wait a second. He's still here? Clown move, bro. That's all the murder we can show for now. But check out our site for more info and hunt us down on social media. The devs are listening.
So, PvP, DevSpeak. What'd you guys think?
Beautiful.
Beautiful.
Just beautiful.
Okay. So the first thing, like he mentions cross-realm PvP. Is this a good thing?
This
is
an awesome thing, man. This is great.
Thing ever.
That means that for our guild like Grievance, you got our Exiles and you got the Dominion guilds, and we're going to be on different servers. And this means that when we're going out there doing war plots and PvP, we might just bump into one another, which I think would be pretty cool.
It's great for guild camaraderie.
No, it is, right?
I
Killing
think
each other and playing with each other.
Oh yeah, a little bit of cross faction rivalry is never a bad thing,
Yeah.
and the fact that now we can reach out and touch each other, yeah,
Yes.
especially in the one place everybody wants to win, it's going to be a great thing. I'm very excited for it.
Yes. Can't wait.
We're
to
all
reach
looking
out.
for you, Dash.
You're
No.
first.
I'm the only Dominion in here. I'm gonna be the Chua that everyone's looking for with my
The hamster.
with my two what are they called? What are the paddles
Resonators?
called? Yeah, resonators. There you go.
Resonators.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Making my dubstep.
Mind you.
Man, I didn't realize
Like,
how
oh, look
loud
at
those.
me.
I didn't realize how loud those were until I was healing one day. That other day, Streeg, when we were in the dungeon or in the adventure,
yes.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, this healing is so loud! It's almost as loud as the what was it, the bounty hunter in
Oh yeah.
in SWTOR, when it's like
Yeah. Constant noise in
yes,
your head.
constant noise like
The stalker is the same way. It's just constant. Like, it doesn't stop because you hit so much.
yeah. Okay.
Making your bleed. It's beautiful.
Yes. So there's a lot to PvP in WildStar. I mean, it's not just cross faction, or it's not just a death match, or what do they have in PvP? As far as just to give me a gist.
War plots, baby.
War plots.
Yeah, you got war plots. You got the little
Battlegrounds.
capture the flag style thing they got going on. Trying to think. Especially they mentioned that in the arenas, your team can have a set number of respawns that you all share.
Yeah.
It's not, everybody gets 5 respawns, because what if your tank only dies once? He's got 4 more times this guy can come back, while everybody else can't come back that many times. So now, if one dude wastes your respawns, you probably know who you got to switch out on your team. It's
Well,
sorry.
to be fair, if it's Dash's team and everybody's trying to kill Dash, then
Yeah.
it's not really
Yeah,
his
everyone's
fault
going after the
necessarily.
Chua. Everyone's going after the Chua.
I'll take the blame for that one.
Yes. I killed
I
Dash.
don't know what happened. I was standing there and it was space zombie madness.
Yeah.
It's coming. Pink space zombies everywhere. We're gonna make a whole team.
And then Vandrex asked, "Are there any news on areas that are open world PvP? Has anybody heard?
Yes, definitely.
Where, Streak? Or where have
Where?
you seen? Yeah.
Over there. No, I've talked to people that played in the closed beta that got their tunes up to the upper levels, 45, 50, and there are definitely areas there that if you can attack. From the gist of it, from what I got, I don't know if you guys played. I think it was Rift, if I'm not mistaken, where the two factions kind of come together and quest in the same area, and if you attack somebody from the other faction, then for a certain time period you become PvP enabled, which means anybody can go after you, type deal.
Yeah.
So like in contested area.
Yeah.
It's constantly under siege from both sides. It's just
right.
Yeah.
Now, from what I understand, initially you have to say, yes, I'm willing to PvP, but once you initiate PvP, you then become flagged, and there's no getting out of it for a certain period of time. So
don't have a choice at that point.
Yeah. If you open up Pandora's box, man, you're
watch them telegraphs. You might just land that one dude.
Okay. So eventually we'll all be questing in the same areas then. Once like above 40 or whatever. Kind of see each other more often than you do in the lower level zones. So what was that they were talking about when he was all saying, "Oh, I'm gonna queue up for this," and then he saw the dude with the little red thing over his head?
Oh, that's your kind of. I think what they referred to it as is almost a hit list, but it's like your nemesis list.
Yeah.
If somebody griefs you enough times, you can set on them a little marker, so I don't like this guy. So when this dude decides like he's just coming through, it doesn't even notice you that one time, and you see that, get him, gank him.
So you might get ganked one time and be like, okay, whenever I see this guy again, he's mine.
Put him on my radar.
Yeah.
You-
That's so cool because
Yeah,
like
I-
a week later or whatever, right? All of a sudden you're just like running around and you see the dude. There he is.
Not even paying attention.
Yeah.
Get him when he's weak. Get him when he's mining.
standing in a quest hub.
I love
Yeah.
it.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, that's cool. That's cool. And so
Yeah,
that adds
I
more
can't
to me.
remember
That
if-
adds more to the dynamic gameplay, I guess you
Yeah.
can say. Yeah.
Can't remember the official name of the list. It could be a hit list, could be a rivals list, could be a nemesis list. But you get a list now.
Cool. Is there a
So-
limit on that list? Can you just put everybody on it? You're like,
I really hope there isn't.
I don't
My
know.
whole map's gonna be full of little red skulls. It's gonna be awesome.
yeah.
Why'd you
They-
kill me again? You're on my list.
You're on
What?
my list. I'm not even.
Isn't
questioning
everybody on your
anymore.
list?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what? Yeah.
Nobody can question my corner. This is my corner.
Yeah.
That's right.
That's right, Van Drexit. That is awesome to me. That's like one of the coolest things about the PvP system that I've heard so far. But chat room, anybody looking forward to specific things in PvP? Whether it's what would you call them? Where it's like capture the flag, or what's the actual name for them when you're queuing up?
Moody mask.
Huh?
To capture the moody mask.
yeah. Yeah.
That's the closest I can get. I
Yeah.
for the life of me, it slips my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine
There's war
too.
plots.
I know they're gonna do like a kind of like a domination kind of thing, like where you have certain little objectives, like you
Yeah.
dominate the map.
Yeah.
You capture these little areas, so that's
They had a
that's always
video-
fun.
They had a video on the war plots that kind of went along that theme, where you kind of have, from what I understand, I don't know if you guys have watched the war plots video, but it's like every defense that you have on your war plot, whether it's a raid mob or other defenses, they use up a certain amount of energy. And in the middle of the two war plots is going to be a bunch of like energy units that they draw their energy from. So your plan of attack for war plots is you can either go after their base, or you can try to go and capture the spots in the middle that they get their power from, and basically drain them of being able to continue to defend themselves. So it looks pretty dang cool.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome. How do you get them? Cut their supplies.
That's right. Cut off the supply.
That's
Let
what
the
Cannon.
lights go out and all chaos will break out.
That's what Cannon said in chat right now, that he's looking forward to most is the raid boss on your war plot.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
From what I understand, they will use up a considerable amount of energy. So if you better be protecting that center ground to keep that war plot raid boss from, I don't know, falling asleep.
Yeah.
So, have your experience in the beta so far with PvP? Have either of you had much experience with it? Zero.
Zero.
I've had
Good
a
streak.
little bit.
Good streak.
I've played a few rounds of it, so
You liking
I've
it
read
with
it.
with is it a lot different with the telegraphs and everything?
it a lot different. Doesn't even put it in perspective. It's a whole new game, man.
Yeah, I jumped in like a couple of times and I just died. I just
Yeah.
like died. I'm like, there's just red everywhere. I can't say.
Get used to it, Dash.
Yeah, you have to completely change your playstyle.
Yeah.
Anybody that plays WoW, anybody that plays any other game out there that has any kind of tab targeting involved, you're done.
Yeah.
Your first few rounds, you're gonna die a lot, and I hate to tell you that, but it's the truth. But you'll get used to it.
Yeah.
It took me a few minutes. I was a big WoW PvPer and that kind of stuff, and I got my tail handed to me for like my first 5 matches, and then I figured it out. You have to stay mobile. You stop moving, you're dead. Period. End of story.
It's like a
Just
first-person
don't stop
shooter.
moving. Yeah.
Don't move.
Don't-
Or don't stop moving.
Don't
Don't
stop
move.
moving.
Stop moving.
Yeah. Don't move. No.
Yeah, don't.
Don't stop moving, and make sure there's always somebody in your telegraph.
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 Yeah.
Now I'm using mind powers. Careful.
I imagine it's going to be a lot of luck of the draw, because like they said in the video, they're going to balance you out and get you all to the same level and the same stats and stuff. So it's going to be skill based instead of the I've got better I'm 20 levels higher than you type stuff. So
Yeah.
it's going to be skill based. So if you happen to draw another group of people that don't play action style combats, then maybe you'll be all right. But you know, if you don't, you're right. You're gonna have to keep on the move.
You have to learn, and the fact that they're doing that setup style, putting people with people their own skill and rank and that kind of stuff, that's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
That is going to keep things really level. There's no, I feel it's really going to cut out a lot of the people who are going to be like, oh, they're OP. No, they're not OP. They're just better than you. Sorry.
Yeah.
They don't stand.
You gotta move.
They don't stand in as much red stuff as you do.
Yes.
Yeah. You just got to move around, dude. Promise. You'll live.
Yeah. So it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter like how good your abilities are or whatever. Like if you're not able to aim or get out of the red stuff or anything like that, then it doesn't matter who you are, what armor you're wearing. If you're standing in that red, you're gonna die faster than the guy not standing in it.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that what I had heard was that they're going to have two different types of PvP. One's going to be kind of ladder driven, which is going to set you up skill based off of your wins and losses, and then another version that is just basically wide open for whatever.
Yeah, they're gonna have.
Well, wasn't it ranked and then?
And that's the arenas. Yeah. The arena system's gonna be ranked and then just ladder driven. Yeah. As in, when I say ladder, I mean more along the area of ranking you based on gear score and level and whatnot. Whereas the rank system is usually going to be for your higher tier players, like your level 50s in the Elden game and whatnot, or Elder game. It's been a long day. It depending on what your team has as a rank is what they're going to rank you up with your competitor. So, either way, I feel like you're going to get an even match. You're not going to get stomped by some dude who, happens to be the top arena team in the game, and you're trying to start out. That's not fair. Yeah. So I think they're going to help you out either way, and it's going to really help people progress and keep people motivated, really. Because what's the biggest thing that sucks when you get in PvP? You get stomped.
Yeah.
It does. Nobody likes to get stomped, but we all got to every now and then. But game after game after game, it really breaks down the, motivation of a lot of players, and they just quit doing it, which I think taking PvP out of any player really kind of it gives them a really bad tunnel vision. Staying in PvE, you can do it, but you're missing out on a really big part of playing with other people, and that's getting to punch your friend in the face.
I usually find in most of these games I have to be dragged kicking and screaming into PvP, and then once I get in there, I'm like, oh my god, this is awesome! I gotta play it.
Once you get with like an organized group, right? Like if you try to jump in there by yourself and you don't know everybody, it's like a pug PvP match. You're like, oh, this is terrible, and no one's.
I want to be with a bunch of people that when I look so terrible, they're not gonna go, get the heck out of here.
Yeah. Well, maybe that's something we can stream this weekend, right? Well,
you don't want the 12-year-old like, oh, you gotta uninstall.
Yeah.
How will you know? I'm trying here, but definitely, I think you'll love it.
Yeah,
I know I will.
It's a lot of fun
once I get in there.
Yeah, we'll have to get in.
It'll be a little difficult at first, but you'll get used to it, and then you realize you've been doing it for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
now is there XP involved with PvP?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So
there's actually a good bit of XP.
You can level
believe it or not.
Just PvP pretty much.
They said you can level right from the get-go, or level 5 or whatever time PvP opens up, right to max, doing nothing but PvP.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay. We'll have to do
and
this.
They said it's not difficult at all. It would probably. They said it. I'm pretty sure what was said was it's generally about the same as leveling as questing.
Yep. Okay.
They didn't really do a who's got better XP thing. They want people to play the way they want to play.
Yeah, what they want to play. Yeah.
There's people out there who are going to want to do nothing but raise their arena scores and be the best PvPer. Go for it, bro. Start at level 5. Get to it.
Yep.
Cool. All right. So look for us this weekend then, streaming some PvP and dying a lot and then getting better.
Adventures and anything else we can.
Oh, I know. We're all trying to get into the dungeon together too. Watch us die a lot in the dungeon.
Yep.
It's going to be fun.
Yes. Storm Talon. Yes.
Okay.
So pre-order began. yesterday, right? Yesterday.
Yes, finally.
And we got it. All of our moms bought us our WildStar box, and
I just caught that. Thanks. I was in my own little world there for a second. I'm serious. I was like, I was gone.
You were just nodding. You're like, yeah.
I was like, yeah.
Mom
Yeah,
was
and I
like,
was just
yeah.
wait a minute.
Wait,
Something
that was
here's
me.
not right.
Yeah.
Thanks a lot.
She's probably in chat right now.
Yeah, my mom's in chat.
Yeah.
My mother's the same. Okay?
Yeah.
Leave her out of this.
Yes. Hey,
yeah,
if my mom
it
was
was a
going to buy me
birthday
WildStar, I'd let
Birthday.
her buy me
$7
WildStar, mom.
I didn't spend. And it was
Yes.
a birthday.
So you got the deluxe version then?
Oh, yeah.
Yes,
Wait,
deluxe.
it's a birthday present, you know? No, I just want $60.
No.
I want the awesome
Go, baby.
hoverboard. I want the hoverboard and the title and
I want you to buy me a hoverboard.
yeah, yeah.
Free.
I want to be like Michael J. Fox, mom.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's going to be awesome.
yeah. Streeg, what'd you get?
Oh, I got the deluxe
You
version.
got the
I don't
deluxe.
know why.
Yeah,
I don't know.
you don't know.
I really don't.
You're like 15
I-
bucks.
Just know where it's at. And you want
I'm
that
like-
costume.
Yeah.
If the hoverboard, comes at like, I'm kind of hoping they give me the hoverboard early instead of making me wait till 15 or 25 or whatever it is. But otherwise, I have no idea what the $15 extra is for. I definitely don't care about costumes or dyes. I really don't care about a title above my head. So, but I was like, oh, it's money. I got to throw more money at it. So,
Yeah.
okay.
The
It's
more you throw
15.
at it,
Hopefully, it'll be
that's-
worth it. But
And how about you, chat? Cannon, I know you pre-ordered. Come on. Let us know. Which one did you buy?
tell us.
Yes. Or if you're watching on YouTube, what did you buy? Why did you buy it? But, oh, Cannon did pre-order. Yeah.
There you go.
But what?
Yes.
Yeah, what
Pre-order
did you
one.
get,
Yeah.
though? Did you get the
Pre-ordered.
deluxe? Like
Deluxe.
the cool kids?
Did you get the deluxe? Does it have sour cream? Is it the...
Oh yes, he
Supreme
went with the
version?
deluxe. There
Cannon.
you
Yeah.
go.
My man. There we go. It's okay. It's
Yeah.
okay, man. It's okay.
Yeah.
You still got the game on pre-order,
That's
man.
right.
It's cool.
He
I'll
doesn't-
forgive you
he
someday. I
doesn't
promise.
understand. I don't think.
I don't know what the 15
I
is
don't
for
know.
either,
I don't know
but-
what the extra 15, but you want to. You want to
The
be
extra 15 is for being like the coolest person ever. That's
two,
why.
2 years from
You're
now.
gonna
You
be
want
like-
to be like, oh, I was there. I was in beta.
Look at my title.
I was in winter. I was in winter beta. Yeah, look at my
Look at
title.
the title above my head, man.
I like
People
this
down
game
the
so much.
road.
I got the deluxe.
Trust me, people down the road, like you get a year or so down the road, and there's gonna be people, just buying the game, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a sweet hoverboard. Where'd you get that from?" I was there during launch,
Yeah.
deluxe edition, bro.
Deluxe.
And they're just take every piece of gold I own.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
1.5 mil, it's yours. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, I bought the $60 version.
Did you really?
Yeah, I did.
Actually,
Let me say,
deluxe.
people out there,
No
look
deluxe.
at who's on the cast. Some Exile people going deluxe,
What?
and then you got the Dominion people that are cheapo. Dominion,
Yeah.
$60.
Hey, Cannon's in there. He got the 75.
Ooh,
So my
I'll
guild,
see, Ken.
my
I don't know what you're talking about.
my guild
Pick
leader.
up mistakes that you've made, okay?
I don't know. I'm gonna be the one without the hoverboard at level 15 or whatever. Where's your hoverboard? I didn't want to spend $15.
Where's your alternate style hoverboard, huh? We can't do this hoverboard rally without it.
The hoverboard
Yeah, I just
rally.
won't come, guys. That's right, it's gonna happen. So is the Chua Ball rally. Just
Yeah.
wait.
Yep,
I will hop over to Dominion just to do a Chua Ball rally
that's right.
because it'll be hilarious.
Yeah.
I'll rub it in.
Hamster balls for
just
days.
like
I can't wait to look at everybody's balls. It's gonna be awesome.
just like last weekend when we were grouping up. I'll get on my little hoverboard and just bounce around, just saying, "Look what I got! Look what I got!"
You gotta be kidding me.
That's what I did.
You're kidding. Oh my God.
There we go.
There's some things you say
All right.
that you really shouldn't.
Okay. Well, that's good. That's good.
Nobody caught it yet. But
Gotcha-
don't worry, when this
gotcha
hits
laugh.
YouTube,
Gotcha laugh.
people are gonna catch that one.
Gotcha laugh. Yes. Gotcha laugh. Got to put in that man work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay. So, are we sad that we don't get beta all the time now? We kind of got used to it, right? Past 3-4 months.
I'm torn.
Or maybe it's hoping it, like it now it's building up excitement because now for 5 days out of the week we can't play it, or 4 days out of the week. Can't wait
I've
till
been
Friday
sitting
comes.
around all week saying, I need my fix, I need my fix, I need my fix. But on the other hand, I'm supposed to be doing like schoolwork and other things and that I'm supposed to be getting done during the week. I'm still not getting it done, but it should work out well for me if I get myself off TeamSpeak and talking about WildStar,
Yeah, exactly.
complaining that we can't play.
You need to just get all your work done before June, right? Or before
Yeah, right.
the end of May.
That part's not a problem because the semester ends May 20th, which is 10 days before the release of the game. So I'll be fine for release. I just got to make sure that I pass my classes and don't spend all my time talking WildStar.
Yeah, I don't know. Are we gonna have the updated UI in the weekend?
I don't know, but I sure am hoping.
I'm hoping so too, because it's like they showed us this beautiful UI and then we haven't used it yet. So maybe.
Play with it.
It's definitely going to be huge though, because there's going to be a lot more people than we're in closed beta, right? Because we had one server, right?
Yep.
In winter beta.
Well, there was, I think, 3 maybe.
Was there 3? Was there 3?
Yeah,
Trying
my
to
bad. There were
remember.
3.
Oh, okay.
There were about 3.
3.
But now it's like anybody who pre-orders is in.
Yep.
And have you seen like all these websites and everyone's giving away keys for this weekend? Thousands upon thousands of them.
Logitech's in on it, so for all of you that might not have your beta key yet, go to the WildStar Twitter, Facebook,
anywhere.
And there's so many sites out there that are they're dishing these things out. They're making it rain beta keys right now.
Yeah.
So
I know,
get out there, grab
MMORPG had like 15,000 or something like that. It was like
get out and grab
people.
And like Cannon said, if anybody from Carbine ever sees any of these videos, please fix that guild tool bug that pops up for months now. Is just driving me insane. Every time I go in to look at the guild roster, it comes up and says, "Ooh, add-on bug," and you can't do anything with it. Fix it.
Bug. Yeah.
Need some fixing.
Yes.
Need some fixing.
Put some man work into it and fix it.
Yes, some man work. All right. Speaking of man work, we were streaming last weekend.
Last weekend.
Had some time playing together. So all of us have been had some questing, done some adventures, done some dungeons. What do we think of the questing so far in beta? Just alone, in groups?
I found even alone, it's pretty smooth. I haven't really run into anything I desperately can't find, to be quite honest. They help you out, which is nice. In group, it's quick. You will blow through quests very fast in a group.
Yes.
And they force you to group up on a few quests, because like I remember one of them is you got to kill Gormesh, the plant smasher or something like that, and it takes more than one person.
Smasher.
I don't think it was a plant smasher or something else, but
I think I tried to hit like the group mobs, like that say 2 people, maybe 3 people. On most classes I've tried, you can't solo it. I think the only one I had success was like Spellslinger.
Those earlier levels, a level or 2 makes a world of difference. So there's been a lot of them that I've been unable to do solo, and then I go back like a level or 2 later and have no problem with it. So a level or 2 makes the world of difference.
Yeah.
I can see myself skipping a whole lot of quests and doing a lot of leveling in adventures and dungeons and stuff, because I mean the quest lines are great, they run smooth. I haven't had many problems with bugs in them, and that's all fantastic, but they're really designed for single players. So if you do it in a group, you're kind of face rolling through it all. If you do it solo, well, you're solo, so it's kind of boring. So as well put together as it is, I would rather spend my time leveling in adventures and dungeons and stuff. I find that stuff way more entertaining because they're designed for a group, so they're challenging for a group.
Yeah. But I found even just questing with one other person, like 2-manning questing, made questing so much easier.
Makes a huge difference.
And
it, you know, it livens up the entire process for me. I just don't like playing games by myself, period. And what I'll do is I'll hop on TS, be like, hey, who wants to go questing? Somebody's usually there.
Yeah.
You know? Or if, you know, I need help, somebody's like, hey, you know, I'm like 6 levels ahead, I'll come down and help you out real quick. It's awesome.
Yeah.
You know?
And then Mark in chat, a lot of the quests are, there's like one main quest line in Streeg that has to deal with the lore. I mean, it has like a storyline or whatever, but I mean, there's a lot of quests that are just kind of like one-offs, or they're like
you know me. You know me. I don't care about lore. I'm sorry, I don't.
I care about killing stuff.
Yeah, that's right. I'm like, bash.
All day.
So there's that one main quest line that you go through, but there are a lot of quests around branching off that main quest line that you're just kind of doing and killing mobs and everything else.
It'll melt your brain.
Yeah.
Trying to think about how many quests you're gonna do. Like, you don't even realize how many you're actually doing, because I found that they've meshed together pretty well so far in the lower levels that I've been playing. You know, they work together well, and you know, you go to do one and you're running into the same thing in the same area you need to be in for the other 3, so it works out better. And you know, I feel it's gonna work really well in our favor on that one.
Yeah, like at level 10, I always think it was like level 10, it just all of a sudden blows up almost. Like there's quests everywhere, and you have your paths that you're doing, and
well, that's it.
It's like there's so much going on and that you have to do. It's like it's almost hard to pay attention to the main storyline, right? Because you're like, it's one quest that you're doing in the middle of 20 other quests that are surrounding it.
The big problem with level 10 is that's when it opens up for all the crafting and the harvesting and all that stuff as well. So if you even go near those guys, next thing you know, your quest book gets filled right up. So if you're not ready to start crafting or harvesting, I would just, you know, go pick them up if you want, but
that way.
Forget those quest boards, man, because I always thought that, and maybe somebody will come in with an add-on or something like this, but it would be nice if all your quests off to the side like separated out and said, oh, this chunk is crafting, and so I can minimize that down and say, I don't want to see those right now, instead of mixing them all in together.
Yeah. But Mark, one of the great things about WildStar, though, is they have all those books that you run around and you just pick up, right? And then it goes into your little quest log, not your quest log, but it's almost like, what did Warhammer have? Like the Tome of Knowledge or whatever?
Yeah, Tome of Knowledge.
And so in WildStar, there's something just like that, where you can read about whole areas or whole stories or whole quest lines or whatever. Or once you finish a quest line, you can look back on the story that you just finished. The Codex. There you go. Codex.
The
entries.
Codex.
Yes.
Codex, yes.
And so if you missed out on exactly what was happening or what you were doing, you can actually go back and read it, and you find some really cool stories or some cool lore that's going on, which you may have missed because you're trying to complete your quest as fast as you can.
I have to ask, you know, you run around, you pick up all those little pieces of paper all over the place. Yeah. Has anybody read any of them?
I haven't, but
I'm just curious.
You know, a good person to talk to is Soul Guardian. He was back in December and January. He was getting really into the stories, especially with the Mordesh. He was saying like the Mordesh story is like crazy, and like
it is.
Like if you start realizing some of the quests and what you're doing, the story is pretty depressing, and there's a lot of serious undertones to a lot of the quest lines in the lore.
I'm gonna have to hire somebody.
Area. It's a lot of fun though.
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to hire somebody from the guild so I can like sit on my house plot and have somebody just read them to me.
Read it to you.
Today in the story of Mordesh.
Yes.
Be like,
13.
Yes.
Read me another story.
Awesome.
Yeah. / layback.
It's almost time to go to bed. Where's my one night story?
Read me another story. Yes.
Put on some nice music. Do do do. So
see, I open those things up. I see a bunch of text go across my screen. I'm like, close. Too many words. Yeah. Go away.
Yeah. Hopefully you get to play too, Mr. Monk.
Yeah.
Got your key. Yeah, there we go. You can play with us. I don't know what server are we on.
Nexus.
Yeah, we're on the planet Nexus
One.
and the Nexus server, number one
Nexus
server.
server.
Yeah.
Yeah, if the Van is correct, if you are having troubles while trying to patch your client, go ahead and run it as administrator. It for some reason
Oh, there
loves
is
being
a
administrator.
there is a post out there that crap, I should go out there and look at it. There's a post out there on the forums that you probably have access to now, and they changed their DNS server. So you have to go out and do like an IP config slash I can't remember what it's called, but it resets your DNS connection and
Yeah.
then actual work. Crap.
Yes. Do
I
that.
don't remember the name of
We'll
it.
definitely have to find that and put it on the YouTube video.
Yes. Go
The
check
YouTubes.
that out.
Yeah. Look it up.
Yeah.
Forums.
Sorry.
We'll see.
I give you a little. I just give you a little
but try
teaser
running as
information.
admin. Yeah, teaser
Tell-
information.
Good luck.
It's a scavenger hunt.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Or you can be like Canon and just log in and
You have your
download
clue.
the entire. I had to do that too. Like I hadn't played for like 2 or 3 weeks or something, and then I tried to update it, and it's like not working. I just downloaded the whole game again. Then I
Yeah.
hopped right in.
It happened to
Not
me.
too bad. Yes.
Which was okay because my solid state drive I had it on was almost out of space, so I just moved it to my other drive, so it worked out.
Very good. Yeah. Okay, so questing, I don't like doing it by myself. Like after like level 5, it gets kind of, and then once you get like 15, 16, you're like, oh, this is too much, because if you get ads, it's hard. It starts getting hard. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So adventures, dungeons, I know me and Streeg we did that one adventure together. Doom, you're hoping to get in there soon?
This weekend, yes.
Yes, we will.
Doom.
We can
I
as
will
soon as
not-
you're 15 already, so we can, right?
I think he might be 14, but
Okay.
I've got like a full level of rested XP, so that shouldn't
Okay,
take long at
There we
all.
go. Yeah, we'll just get in there, do
So-
an adventure. And Streeg, did you enjoy the adventure?
It was great. I can't wait to get in this weekend and do more because I got to tell you, my biggest issue personally, and I don't know how you guys feel about it. Doom, you might not be able to talk about it yet because you haven't been in there, but
Let's remind Doom
I-
again.
Yeah,
I
keep rubbing it in.
found-
Thanks. Thanks. No,
I
it's cool.
found that between the red telegraphs going down all over the place, my telegraphs going down, and then my group mates casting their stuff, and then all the spell particle effects and everything, I had a hard time seeing anything that was going on. So I know I have to go in there, tweak my UI, and say, okay, for my group members, turn off everything except for heals. I don't want to see it. That'll help a little bit. And hopefully they've got like an option to like reduce the spell particle effects a little bit. And I know they're pretty, but I would rather be efficient than pretty. So I'd like to turn them down. So I'm an Esper, and you know, whenever I do a group heal,
Yeah.
you
Oh, I
get
know,
those
the-
big
the-
yellow marshmallows. I can't see a dang thing. All I see is a screen full of marshmallows, and I'm like, am I standing in a telegraph? I don't know. So,
And everybody dies in 3, 2, 1, go.
yeah.
I'm blind.
Ah!
Game over.
Is that a heal or an obstacle course? I don't know.
I'll have to figure it out.
But like,
So
Everybody
yeah.
into it.
and I know the first adventure is really toned down and stuff. It's not hard.
Well, that's good. It's good
And-
testing ground.
Yeah, exactly. And we were missing one person when we did it, but like, oh my gosh, like how on it you have to be. For me, for healing, like red stuff everywhere. You're trying to dodge the red stuff, but then you're trying to keep everybody inside of your own green stuff. Like groups are gonna have to coordinate. You can't just have the tank go over here in this corner and DPS stand back, make sure not to get too close to the mob or whatever. It's like everyone has to kind of be together. Like you can't be spread out.
Oh, you know, that was my other problem. Dash was playing the healer of the group. And you know what he was playing? A big, giant Granok. So, of course, I'm following Dash around thinking, ooh, he's big, he's tall, he's
Yeah.
beefy, he must
Yeah.
be the tank.
Yeah, exactly.
Nope.
Well,
Nope.
that's why
Take it.
that's why I always did an EverQuest, because I was like, if I'm gonna be a tank, I gotta be the big ogre or something, right? Because so everyone can see you.
Yeah.
You don't want to be like the small race, and everyone's gonna be like, "Where's our tank at?"
So if anybody watches that video from last weekend and you see Streeg always coming into the fight late, that's because I'm following the healer, which is following everybody else. Because I'm thinking, ooh, he's big. He must be a tank. I'm hiding behind him.
And then behind me, I'm getting out of the green stuff that he's shooting forward.
Yeah, why is he shooting stuff at me?
But like, man, like Doom was mentioning about PvP. Like when you get in there, you realize like how you played MMOs before is not how you're gonna play now.
Yeah. You try and play like that, some dude's gonna just punch you in the mouth and walk away.
But especially as even as DPS and stuff, like you can't stand back or just do whatever you want. Like it's your job to get kind of near almost like near the tank or near the group and stay together because or else no one's gonna be able to heal you.
You know, those casters that are just hitting their button and drinking and saying, yeah, I've got them tab targeted. Yeah, that don't work no more.
Yeah, it's no 1 2 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
It's like
It's a new game.
Yeah.
You gotta be on it, man.
And it's exciting. I like the challenge.
I think that's gonna really cut a lot of the players that don't really want to put time into it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna end up with a community of really great players.
Oh yeah.
And it's gonna be nice. It's just gonna be really nice because we're gonna have people that know what they're doing, know how to play their classes.
And it's almost gonna stick out more when someone doesn't know what they're doing. Like it's either you're gonna know what you're doing, or in 2 fights you're gonna know whether this person's terrible or not because it's gonna
day
show.
in day out.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like night and day. Like say if I had a bad day tanking, you would know it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's going to show when you don't put forth your best effort. It's going to show, and that's when it's going to depend on you getting groups.
So for PvE, then Waffle, is that what you're planning on doing? Is tanking?
Oh yeah.
Stalker.
I'm like you.
Stalker.
No, I'm going to use a warrior, but I'm not going to play. Because I don't want to burn out on them.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. That's the only reason I'm playing medic is because to me healing was so different. I'm like, I better get in there and just see what this what this is all about before I'm like, hey, I'm the healer. I'm gonna be the healer in the guild. It's like, and then 20 levels in, go maybe not. I don't know. Yeah,
I might go DPS.
And along those lines, for anybody that are actual grievance members out there, we've got those spreadsheets out there, and I've said this 100 times, and I'm going to say it 1,000,000 times between now and launch. Do not, I repeat, do not look at that list and say, oh, here's where we're short of classes and this is what I'm going to be, because those things are going to change. They're going to change
as soon as you get in there. Yeah.
Play what you want to play. Don't worry about anybody else, man. Groups
There'll be more than enough people of everything.
Yeah. Well, actually, the one thing that there's never enough of, healers. I've never been in a game. Well,
I agree.
I've launched with a few games, and everyone's like, "Oh, I'm gonna be a healer," so it looks like we have a ton of healers. And then three weeks later, all of a sudden, it's like, "Where are the healers?" Like, "Oh yeah,
I rerolled."
Yeah, we have got 2. It's like,
you got healers and tanks are always an issue, but usually what I find is with tanks, you either love it or you hate it. So you go in knowing whether or not you're going to tank. Healers in the past have always been like, well, I really don't like healing, but they always are wanted for groups. We're always short, so I'm going to play one. Well, with this game, healing is so much more challenging and so much harder. I think it's going to become more like the tanks, where it's going to be you either like it or you hate it. And and you're right.
I think
there's going to be
one of the hard things about healing that I noticed is because, like, as a healer in other games, you're looking at the health bars, right? And you're like, okay, this person needs to heal, this person needs to heal. And usually you could just click on them and go, okay, heal. Now you're looking at the health bars and you realize, you have to find them.
Yeah, where are you?
Yeah, where are you?
Hide and go heal.
Get these marshmallows out of my way.
So now it's like, instead of everyone, oh, I just need to find them, like, everyone just stick together because my heal is going to go in this spot. And if you don't want to die, go in this spot. Stay out of the red and go in this spot. Like Cannon. Cannon died. Cannon was the only one that died in our adventure.
Cannon keeps trying to run through the minefields and set off all the mines.
Yeah. Well, I saw Cannon die because all of a sudden there was like a red telegraph and then another one and then another one. And he was standing right in the middle of all three. And then
And I was safe because I was hiding behind the big rock dude.
yeah. You're like, this is great.
Hey.
Well, that's true. That is another true thing too. Like if you're out of the telegraphs and you're not getting hit at all, then you don't need to be standing in the green stuff. Like whatever, you can stand behind the healer, but as long as you're not getting hit. But if you want to get healed, go stand in front of the healer.
Oh, I didn't know where I was half the time. That little tiny boss mob that was like zipping all over the place. I'm like, where'd he go? Where'd he go?
Especially with the blind one. You remember the one with the blind? It was like if you get hit by the telegraph and then your whole screen went black and you couldn't see.
Yeah, but there I have an excuse because I could say I can't see anything because my screen's black. But the other one, I'm just like running around in circles. Everybody's like, he's over there. What are you doing over there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You get disoriented. You go to run forward. You're jumping left. You're like, no.
Yes.
I love that one.
This game's so much fun.
I know. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to this weekend because we haven't had it all week. And
yes,
obviously we're all more excited because now we know when the game's coming out. So it's like, okay, now we want to get in there and get to know this because we're gonna be in there soon.
That, and we got a lot more people that are going to be in there, so we're finally going to be able to do more grouping and stuff, which makes a world of difference in this game.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it's exciting helping everyone out too, and seeing everyone's reactions to this. And so if you subscribe or if you bought the game, we'll see you in there this weekend.
Yes.
Yeah.
Deluxe edition.
Deluxe.
Exiles.
You get to be part of the Elden Hoverboard Rally. What's up?
Yeah.
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 Just be
Hoverboard.
there.
Hoverboard.
And then when we put it together, the hamster ball rally.
Yeah.
It's gonna be sweet.
Okay. Well, our cast will have to wind down because we do have another cast coming up after this. The EverQuest Next cast, or just EverQuest cast, whatever you want to call it. We'll be giving away an Explorer's Pack.
Nice.
So if you want to stay tuned, our EverQuest Next cast is coming up. If there are any questions you guys have for us, ask us in chat. Ask us on YouTube when the video gets posted. Our YouTube video, just click below our
Real
YouTube
quick.
link. Oh, go ahead,
I
Streeg.
saw a question from Vandrix in chat. The Nexus server is for both factions during beta for Grievance. Once the game goes live, we'll be on different servers, but while we're in beta, both factions are playing on the Nexus server.
Yeah. But now they have it in where if you have one character on one server from Exiles, you cannot make another character for Dominion.
What?
Did you know that?
What?
With the recent patch and the last patch in closed beta, if you had Exile and Dominion characters, you keep them. But if you want to make a new character, you can't. It gives you the warning. No, you already have one of another faction. You cannot make a character.
Really?
Yeah. So on one server, you can only have Exile characters.
Oh.
On one server, you can only have Dominion characters.
So we might have to tweak that for the upcoming betas then, maybe?
Maybe.
We might have to look at that.
Yeah. Well, hopefully in beta we'll just all play on one side and say just test the
Yeah,
game out.
why wouldn't everybody play on Exiles anyways? I don't understand.
It's madness.
So silly.
Got pink.
I
We
don't
have
see a
pink
problem.
space zombies.
Yeah.
Doesn't want that.
Yeah, it was the PvP rules, as Cannon said. So anyways, if you have any questions for us or want anything that we should talk about or any of our experiences and stuff, just go to our YouTube channel below. Comments in the videos. Look at all our other videos, casts, streams, whatever. Follow us here. Follow us on Twitter. All that good stuff. So any final thoughts, you guys, before we go?
Is it Friday yet?
Yeah. Is it tomorrow? Is it tomorrow at 8 a.m.? I hope so.
Dash is no longer a cool kid because he didn't get deluxe edition.
That's
All
right.
right.
Maybe
And
I
he's Dominion.
need to upgrade now. I need to find $15. I need to find
Go find
$15.
Go find $15.
Yeah, I figured
Try
that
it.
was like 1 month of subscription right there. Okay.
Yeah,
I get to play 1 month longer than you guys. It's
You're not having to pay. Oh, I see how it is. Okay,
yeah,
Okay.
1 month longer.
cool. I got you.
All right. Well,
Wait
thanks.
till we do PvP.
Thanks, Waffle. And thanks, Streeg, for coming on. Thanks, everyone, for chatting, talking with us. We'll be here every Thursday, same time, talking about WildStar, talking about our experiences, and we'll be streaming all this weekend. So make sure to follow this channel. All All right, thanks everyone, and we'll see you next week.
Night all.
And stay